We have an important message about your Bitcoin and concerns over wallet verifications in the future. I'm Natalie Brunell for Bitcoin Magazine, and if you were on Twitter this week, you might have seen the news that originally Trezor, one of the most popular hardware wallets for Bitcoin, integrated something called AOPP, Address Ownership Proof Protocol. Now, AOPP streamlines the process of address verification for users withdrawing Bitcoin from regulated exchanges, which happens to be a requirement in some jurisdictions. Now, Bitcoiners raised concerns, and Trezor responded quickly with a statement saying, quote, "Not supporting AOPP will lead to helping the government fence people on exchanges, and our motivation to add direct support was exactly to keep the government from doing so." Now, just one day later, after backlash, a reversal from Trezor, tweeting this: "We will remove AOPP in our next Trezor Suite update in February." It's powerful what the Bitcoin Twitter community can do. Now, although some argued that there was logic in Trezor's original statement, we at Bitcoin Magazine argued allowing AOPP actually undermines the very set of principles it's trying to create. Now, the purpose of having self-custodial Bitcoin wallets is to give power to the individual, becoming your own bank, and by stamping a name, social security number, and home address to a Bitcoin unspent output, the network's pseudonymity is lost as knowledge of ownership is raised from an assumption to a certainty. Now, the best course of action is to fight back against these rules. Take, for example, what happened in Netherlands. In November 2020, the Dutch central bank mandated that crypto exchanges required proof from users that the address they were requesting the Bitcoin to be withdrawn to was actually theirs. The measure was enforced by having users provide a screenshot of their wallets or sign a message. Now, the country's oldest cryptocurrency exchange, Bitonic, set in motion a legal action in court soon after to dispute and object the mandate, claiming the requirements were unlawful and should have never been made. And in May 2021, the DNB formally acknowledged Bitonic's complaints and revoked the wallet verification requirements. So it's so important the exchange fought back and took DNB to court to raise awareness for the problems with these requirements, setting a process for review in motion and ultimately dismantling the demands. Now, we do want to note that both Blue Wallet and Sparrow have also declared that they will remove built-in support for AOPP in the next release after the Bitcoin community was loud and expressed concerns around the initiative. Now, just to note, AOPP as a protocol isn't inherently bad, but it does legitimize the practice of checking for address ownership, and implementing it opens up a precedent for having the government influence developments in the open source Bitcoin wallet space. And remember, surveillance and control mechanisms, they always start small and they can balloon very quickly. Now, we hope that wallets choose not to implement AOPP and make that decision as an act of sovereignty and responsibility to protect users from future and possibly worse surveillance mechanisms coming down from regulatory bodies. Not implementing AOPP on prominent Bitcoin wallets would serve as a foundation to fight the wallet verification measures altogether. And we feel these measures represent a teardown of individual privacy and the possible normalization of increased surveillance on individuals' financial transactions. Remember also, Bitcoin might be the only tool left to transact privately soon. So it's the duty of the Bitcoin community to protect and ensure our future by raising awareness around and taking a stance against policies and mechanisms that could put that at risk. For more headlines, head to bitcoinmagazine.com.